told you that our students essentially need to learn 1. How to make each type of expression or sentence in English by using a technique. 2. How to acquire fluency by using the fluency techniques. 3. How to produce their own ideas. 4. How to think in English. 5. To know clearly what is being taught and why it has to be learned. 6. A well-developed mind that will function satisfactorily. For all these things to happen in a systematic, accurate and fast-track style, we have to introduce our book, Easy Way to Learn English, in 4 volumes. That is because this book alone contains all the 6 items mentioned above. The book has to be introduced at school level and in all colleges and universities, particularly in the teachers' training centers. All the teachers who desire to teach English in India should undergo the training in this methodology so that they can teach every item in the book 100% clearly, accurately, completely and convincingly. If the government appoints me to train the master trainers in this system, who will train the remaining teachers, it will work very efficiently. Then only our students will get perfect knowledge and communication skill that can be used in their future life. The criterion for passing the training course should be fixed up on acquiring the ability to teach skillfully and independently, nothing else.
Could you please say something about the other contents of these books?
First of all, the slogan of the methodology is A. 5% study burden, 500% study benefit, or B. Years of study reduced to hours of study. This book in 4 volumes contain 5,700 of our discoveries on the English language. Surely, for any hungry student, that itself will be a great excitement. The book proves that there are 1877 types of sentences in English. It also contains 1877 techniques or formulae to teach 1877 types of sentences in English most systematically and accurately, just like climbing a long ladder. It also describes what the 1877 usages of verb or 1877 members of the verb family are. It teaches the 8 categories of verb which have removed a mountain-like confusion from the English language teaching field. It also describes many mysteries of the language science and many more exciting affairs about the English language.
It is fantastic indeed. Do you have anything more to tell us?
It is not enough to make all our students speak fluent English. They have to be truly educated to become our nation's asset. For that, we have to introduce this book, The Importance of Personality Development. First of all, this book can help to increase their mind power 100 times. Secondly, this book can transform them into loyal citizens filled with all human qualities, including patriotism.
Could you please give us a glimpse of your methodology?
First of all, I shall show you a blueprint of my methodology. This chart gives you 2 extra information. 1. Our postgraduates always read English books with high standard sentences that are never used for speaking. They never enter the speaking area during their study. 2. 3 categories of sentences are enough for children to speak their mother tongue very fluently and confidently.
Certainly, this is a guidance for teachers to teach English scientifically.
We start our teaching from the bottom of the chart and teach only one type of sentence at a time. We use one each technique or formula to teach one type of sentence which is as simple, easy and interesting as chewing a chocolate.
Surely, that should help learners to produce communication skill very quickly.
For teaching how to make sentences, we divide a sentence into 3 columns as actor, action and receiver of action and teach how to fill up those columns themselves. Soon, a miraculous die is prepared with 14 words each in the actor and receiver columns and fill them up with suitable words as.
But this looks too elementary level for teaching.
Of course, this is elementary but most essential level for the Indians because millions of our postgraduates make mistakes in this simple area. The importance of this chart is that if a child is taught the correct meaning of all the 28 words and some verbal forms in the action column, it can develop more communication skill and self-confidence to make hundreds of small but essential sentences within 5 minutes, which another child may fail to get from an ordinary school in 5 years. It is just like learning mathematics.
It is really wonderful. Can you tell us more about your methodology?
After reaching this level, the student has to learn only a single technique called expansion of actor and receiver columns, and he can use it throughout his life to make the actor and receiver columns for all the 1877 types of sentences in English.
We like to hear more from you, please.
After this, we teach them details of 1877 usages of verbs systematically and with precision. With this knowledge, the further study of English will be a joyful and comfortable flight in a superjet aeroplane. That is why some of our students, even postgraduates, have admitted having learned more things from our 10-day course than what they learned in their whole life.
Really marvelous. This is the result of using science in language teaching.
Thank you. Above all, the learner gets a picture of the total English language in a single glance. In this method of teaching, there will be large number of experts and scholars in English who will demonstrate their worth through their performance and not merely claim through their degrees.
I really wonder why this methodology was not introduced in our educational system 31 years ago. How do you propose to conduct the classes?
Till the government makes arrangement to introduce this methodology in schools and colleges directly, the school and college authorities can arrange to provide the course to their students in their own premises as parallel education. Classes can be arranged for minimum 100 students at a time, 1 hour a day for 75 to 100 days. Periods should be provided for the purpose beforehand for the ensuing year.
What about your own classes for students?
We can conduct classes for students of schools and colleges of an area for 5 hours a day for 20 Saturdays, Sundays or holidays. The fees including course materials, that is 4-volume English book plus the book on personality development, will be rupees 2,500 per candidate for a minimum of 100 participants depending upon the distance from Kochi, Kerala, India.